What do you get when a WWE Hall of Famer makes her acting debut?
For me, it was Tuesday.
Welcome to another episode of For Me, It Was Tuesday. I'm your host, GQ. Do me a favor, hit the subscribe button.
You work at a strip club?
Yep.
Like the video, leave some comments on this video and the other ones I've done. Also check out culturejunkies.net. Don't forget to hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We're also on Twitch and Discord, so we are pretty much everywhere. Today, we're going to be looking at a very interesting film. It was originally known as Bail Enforcers. When I picked it up, it was called Bounty Hunters. Interesting film, came from Action Fest 2011. Directed by Patrick McBearty, starring Trish Stratus, Frank Zupancic, and Boomer Phillips. The film itself is a mixed bag. On the one hand, I'll just be 100% honest. Trish Stratus has always had a very special place in my heart. She, for many of you that don't know, was the first celebrity that I ever interviewed. I remember working for a company, and during one of the comic conventions that was, here local in Michigan, Trish Stratus just happened to be at the convention. And I got there to the convention, and our film crew that we had hired was kind of, just standing around. It was like, okay, well, who did you guys talk to? Yeah, well, we talked to this comic artist and this actor from this old show and this and that. And I'm just kind of looking over. I'm like, okay, but have you guys talked to her? And they were like, who? I'm like, okay, you guys aren't fans of fitness like I am, but Trish Stratus was sitting right there at her booth, just chilling. Nobody was really paying her much attention. I'm just like, you gotta be kidding me. Give me the microphone, I'm gonna go interview this girl. And had from my honest opinion, a really bad interview on my end, knowing what I'm capable of doing now. But again, I set the bar way up here with her being my first ever interview. So, did the interview. The link is going to be somewhere around, and we'll leave it at that. Back to the movie. The movie itself is pretty bad. Sorry, Trish. It just is. Trish Stratus stars, and again, the other stars are basically bounty hunters. They go out and they catch bail jumpers, and bring them back in, and of course get paid for it. So, in this particular film, they end up catching a bail jumper, little low-level guy, and he, like many of them, try to weasel their way out of it. Hey, let me go. Hey, I've got a tip on this other guy that'll get you a much bigger bounty. And this other guy just happened to be one of the, tied to the mob basically, and he was worth $100,000. This guy was worth, a couple $100 or whatever. So it's like, okay, well, if you're lying, we're going to take you into lockup anyway. And they check it out, they let him go, and find out that, hey, this guy's here at this massage parlor. And so they're like, okay, well, yeah, your story checks out. We'll go get him. You're free to go. And they pick up Trish Stratus, and she works at a strip club. And I know what you're thinking. And no, she's not a dancer. She's actually a waitress at the strip club, but she also moonlights as a bounty hunter. And so all those fantasies are dashed immediately. And but you do get to see her in a schoolgirl outfit. That's actually how the movie starts off. She's in a schoolgirl outfit, so that was kind of cool. But so they pick her up. She agrees. Okay, hey, it would be a great payday. Let's go get this guy. And they go to the massage parlor, and the guy is there. It's some of the worst action scene blocking I've ever seen in some of these sequences, where it's literally they're hiding behind a doorway where this guy is basically, I guess he's living there at the massage parlor, and they're hiding behind the doorway. And they see him come out of the bathroom, and it's like, he just came out of the bathroom. Unless there's a really big window, there's nowhere else for him to go. Rush him and grab him. And they're just kind of peeking around the doorway, and they and he sees them. It's just like, you gotta be kidding me. It's like, it's amateur hour bounty hunting, and the action scenes are very amateur hour. But I think that's kind of part of the fun. It's so low budget. There looks like there's green screen when there doesn't need to be in certain parts. And it's literally the epitome of super duper B movie, but unfortunately it doesn't have that super low budget B movie charm. It's a fun movie in increments, but overall as a whole, and the movie is only 79 minutes long. So we're clocking in just under an hour and 20 minutes. And it's not easy to get through. Now, when it comes to the actual dialogue, it's uber B-movie cheesy. And it's fun in that regard. And Boomer Phillips, who plays a character named Chase, it's really weird because he's kind of supposed to be the comedy relief. And what sucks is you look at the blooper reel that they run during the credits, and all of his best stuff is in that blooper reel. Like all his best lines and his dialogue and everything is in the blooper reel, but it didn't make it into the movie. And it's just like, why? And they have moments where it's like they're supposed to be fighting knockdown, drag out fights. And it's like nobody's face is getting bruised up. Nobody's getting cut. No bleeding, nothing. And they literally have parts in the movie where Chase, gets his butt whipped by this guy. And it's like, oh, he's hurt. We got to get him to the hospital. He's bleeding out. And it's like, where? So all in all, the movie itself is exactly what you expect. Low budget B movie, fun, but not exactly. And Trish, love you. You're an awesome person, but your acting debut on this one, it just didn't work. But again, I enjoyed parts of the film. It's just, it could have been better. And again, it's no knock. I don't like to knock people's projects and their films or what they do because I understand what goes into it and the labor of love that it's usually sometimes is. But this one, it definitely could have been massaged a little bit more, pardon the pun, to get out a better film. Now, as far as extras go, they have 2 commentary tracks. They've got an interview with Trish Stratus on some really bad green screen. They've got and it's weird, there's like an Instagram live video of Trish, complete with like over windy, microphone, like basically probably shot with a phone. Wind was blowing, you can hear it. You can't even hear Trish, what she's saying. It's a little quick, 30-second clip or something. It looks like an Instagram clip of her at Action Fest. And also a second interview with Trish from a show that I guess at the time when the film was released. So all in all, bounty hunters / bail enforcers was just okay. If you can see it for free, see it for free. Don't be trying to rush out and buy it. I highly doubt that it's going to be easy to find on Blu-ray or anything anyway at this point. But I'm going to leave you guys with these final words. For probably 3 of you out there that don't know who Trish Stratus is and have been living under a rock, I don't know. I can't even imagine anybody not knowing who Trish Stratus is. But again, I'm sure there are people that don't know. But when you heard that Trish Stratus was going to be doing some acting, you definitely probably rolled your eyes and was like, oh yeah, sure, whatever. She's supposed to be eye candy. But then you kind of remember that Trish Stratus started off as eye candy in the WWE, well, F at the time, but now WWE, and worked her butt off and became one of the best women wrestlers, at least by popularity and accomplishment of all time. And for a time, until I believe Charlotte Flair passed her up, she was the person that held the women's title more times than anybody else. So kudos to Trish for all the hard work that she does do. And, for all the haters out there, yeah, her first film was kind of not that great, but whatever, it is what it is. And hey, for me,
It was Tuesday.
I'll see you guys next time. Hey, this is GQ. Just want to give a special shout out to DeMarcus Smith, Fab Nerd Life, and the Net. Brand new person on our Culture Junkies level patrons. If you guys want to get a shout out from yours truly, make sure you, stick around and find out exactly how you can do that. But of course, check out our Patreon, patreon.com/culturejunkies. See you guys later. If you're enjoying our content, please consider going to our Patreon and becoming a supporter. There are different tiers to select from, and we thank you for your support.